What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise.
Hello, and welcome back to our channel, everyone. The Mitchells vs. the Machines, a popular animated film from 2021, will be the topic of today's video. If you enjoyed the first movie, you're in for a treat.
I can't wait for you guys to see my new movie. I think it might be a masterpiece.
Because the filmmakers have revealed that a sequel is in the works. And in this video, we'll go over everything we currently know about the sequel to The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Let's quickly review the first movie's story before getting into the specifics. In The Mitchells vs. the Machines, a dysfunctional family travels by car to drop off their daughter at college. However, when a rogue A named Pal and her army of robots take over the world, their plans are derailed. The Mitchells must work together with Eric, a malfunctioning but helpful robot, to save humanity and stop Pal from destroying the planet. There isn't much information available about the sequel's plot as of yet. However, the movie's writers have given hints that the plot will continue where the first film left off. The Mitchells' quest to meet their daughter in college will likely continue, but they will likely encounter new difficulties along the way. Let's now discuss the characters. We were introduced to a lovable cast of characters in The Mitchells vs. the Machines, and we can anticipate seeing many of them in the follow-up. The Mitchell family, which consists of Katie, her parents Rick and Linda, as well as her younger brother Aaron, is, of course, another option. There's also Eric, the malfunctioning robot who becomes an unlikely ally to the Mitchells. The antagonist from the first film, Pal, might not appear in the sequel. Although the movie's ending left her fate somewhat unclear, the directors have said they intend to go in new directions and introduce a new antagonist in the sequel. Fans of The Mitchells vs. the Machines particularly enjoyed the interplay between the characters, especially that of the Mitchell family. We can anticipate that the relationships between the characters will be put to new tests as the sequel explores fresh problems and obstacles. The follow-up will undoubtedly strengthen the emotional bonds between the characters, whether it be through Katie and Rick coming to a deeper understanding of one another or the family uniting to combat a fresh threat. The success of the first film has undoubtedly left fans thirsty for more. Even though we are unsure if there are any plans for spin-offs or other media in the Mitchells versus the Machines universe, there is potential for additional stories to be told in books, video games, or even TV series, with such a unique and rich world to explore. Of course, this is all speculation at this point, but it's exciting to think about the possibilities. The soundtrack of The Mitchells vs. the Machines was another element that fans adored. The film's music, which was a combination of upbeat pop songs and original compositions by composer Mark Mothersbaugh, perfectly reflected the film's upbeat and eccentric tone. We can anticipate that the sequel will have another catchy soundtrack, perhaps with new songs and musical genres to reflect the characters' new difficulties. The Mitchells vs. the Machines' central message, in terms of the film's theme, was the value of family and working together to overcome obstacles. As the Mitchell family continues to navigate their family dynamic and collaborate to overcome new challenges, we can anticipate seeing similar themes in the sequel. The themes of family, individualism, and acceptance in The Mitchells vs. the Machines received high praise. The sequel will probably continue to explore the same themes while also introducing some new ones. For instance, the film might explore the concept of cooperation and how the Mitchells must cooperate to meet their new challenge. Alternatively, the film could focus on the idea of maturing and how Katie's family deals with her, leaving for college. It is obvious that the film will continue to have a strong emotional core regardless of the themes. The original voice cast is probably going to reprise their roles in the sequel, even though it's not yet known who will be returning to voice the characters. This includes Maya Rudolph as Linda, Danny McBride as Rick, Abbi Jacobson as Katie, and Eric André as Pal, the original antagonist. Play the new characters introduced in the sequel. There might also be new actors added to the voice cast. It's important to note that The Mitchells vs. the Machines was broadcast during the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced Netflix to broadcast the movie online rather than in theaters. Although it's unclear whether the sequel will use a similar distribution strategy, it's possible that the pandemic will have some impact on how it's released. Fans are nevertheless eager to watch the sequel whenever it is made available. Let's now discuss the movie's production. Sony Pictures Animation is presently working on The Mitchells vs. the Machines 2, with Mike Rianda returning to write and direct the follow-up. Fans can feel secure knowing that the sequel is in capable hands because Rianda also co-wrote and co-directed the first movie. No formal announcement has been made regarding the release date as of yet, but it's safe to assume that Sony Pictures Animation will give the sequel top priority given the popularity of the first film. The Mitchells vs. the Machines 2 is anticipated to arrive in theaters within the upcoming few years. The Mitchells vs. the Machines 2's plot is still largely unknown, but we can anticipate some character growth for the Mitchells. In the first movie, Katie was having a hard time connecting with her father because he didn't share her love of movies. Additionally, we witnessed Rick struggling to accept his daughter's uniqueness and worrying that she was maturing too quickly. As the family faces new challenges in the sequel, we can expect to see them grow and evolve as individuals and as a family. Fans have high hopes for The Mitchells vs. the Machines 2, given the success of the first movie. Although it can be difficult for a sequel to match the popularity of its predecessor, the film's production team appears committed to providing a respectable follow-up. The adorable Mitchell family's return and the opportunity to enter their distinctive and endearing world again are highly anticipated by fans. The Mitchells vs. the Machines 2 is an eagerly awaited sequel that will surely please viewers of the first film. We don't know much about the story or the characters, but we can anticipate the same lovable cast, a new antagonist to challenge them, and gorgeous animation that combines 2 and 3 styles. The Mitchells vs. the Machines 2 will be just as enjoyable and touching as the original movie thanks to the same creative team. Well, that's it. For now, we bring an end to this video, but we will come back with some new and interesting videos in the future. Till then, make sure that you like our video. If you're excited about The Mitchells vs. the Machines 2, let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel Movie Arrays to get updated with the latest news and reviews on all your favorite TV shows and movies from us regularly, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.